and we're going to build full one-shot Jin. We're going to try to stack as much AD as possible, and we're going to try to turn our auto attacks into mega missiles. The idea. And if you notice my surrounding, I am actually on vacation in Florida, visiting Disney World, of course. And I'm actually staying at one of my moderators' places to do this recording. So please check him out at Platinum Era. Is his Twitch name. Check him out on Twitter, and I think he has Instagram or something too. I'll make sure to post something in the description on this video or as a pinned comment. But playing as Garen in the top lane. So I mean, a matchup like Garen is like probably where Jin top could do pretty well. Because if at any time the Garen like cues in on me, it's fine just because he won't be able to get his full like spin damage off. Just because I can cut away with multiple abilities. So it's not until Stridebreaker that I have to really worry. So what Garen can do, he can actually put a couple of extra points into Q to try to get a little bit more move speed duration on his Q to do a little bit more. But what it's going to do is kind of sacrifice some of his damage afterwards. Or if he doesn't do that, I could probably just full-on kite him the whole time. He's going to get this shoved in. So Garen does have really good sustain, so poking him out probably going to be a little bit hard. But I will be able to scale up. Let me actually worry a little bit. Actually, I don't think Kayn can even kill us if he tries to gank. I do have Ghost for this matchup, just so I can have a little bit extra cutting. I'm going to try to get that Dark Harvest prompt. Alright, Udyr just gave me a little bit of vision there. Okay, got his W. So he just tanked a bunch of damage under turret. So actually in a pretty good spot. The wave is pushing back towards me just because the wave is on his side of the lane. So yeah, I mean he can sit back there and laugh all he wants, but that's what it is. So Udyr did place a ward for me. We saw Kayn down there. Yeah, I think we're gonna generate, like, if he plays safe like this, we're gonna generate such a large, just CS advantage. Even still, like, we might be able to set up a dive even. I'm actually fine taking damage here. Let's just go on to, nice. Good job, Udyr. Setting that up. So I switched target to the Kayn. Just saw Kayn is a way squishier. Like most junglers, early game are actually insanely squishy. So in that, when you get in those 2v2 fights, it's almost always better to go for the jungler, unless it's literally like you're literally against something like maybe like a Zac or something. That's gonna be that has like the revive passive and stuff like that. Plus, it's just, like, innately tanky just with base stats. And then, of course, now, I mean, there's freaking Darius jungle now, right? So, I'm going to actually buy first item boots. And I'm going to buy double longsword. Probably going to be building... I mean, we could go Eclipse for Lethality. I think what I might do is just go into Galeforce. So... big thing about Jin is making sure that I stay insanely fast with the Swifty boots. So it's 60 move speed that I just have all the time. Which, that base move speed really works well with the percentage of move speed that I get from critting on my passive, which gives me the extra move speed. So wave showing back towards me. I want to thin this out just a little bit. Just so it's not shoving too hard where Garen can just kind of ignore my damage and get the wave shoved in. You see if I can get a little bit of bonus damage from the bounce. Jhin actually has pretty good shoving potential too, if I ever want to just do that. I can just keep my distance. I'll stay right here. Hold the wave in this position. Now this doesn't maintain a permanent freeze, but I keep the wave on my side for a little bit longer. If I want to keep the freeze here, I would need at least 4 minions. The further out you get from your own turret, the easier it is to set up a freeze, and you need less and less minions. Okay, maybe the ghost was a little bit overkill, just because I had Nimbus Cloak. But yeah, so, I mean, if Garen ignores me enough, I could just straight up kill him. You go and shove this in. I think I have time to get a plate. Now, Kayn, early game, won't be able to go on me. Now, if he does go into that Gore Drinker blue Kayn, then that will be a little bit of an issue for me. Garen isn't going to be an issue for me until he gets Stridebreaker, and even then, because I have the Swifty boots, so I have the strength of movement slowing effects, like from Stridebreaker, is reduced by 25%, I can still probably be able to cut him. So let's grab the pink word just for a little bit extra vision. Probably just place it in his Tri-Brush, just so I can see the king coming in for a gank. Got Ahri mid. Now, we actually have a really strong peel team with me and MF as the carries. Karma can help keep us alive, same with Thresh. And Udyr going full tank can be just kind of like our bodyguard. Like, Kallista's going for the kill. Dang. Kallista sounds like a pretty hard lane for MF. In terms of Kallista's ability to just straight ball in. Oh. Yeah, just as I say that, he double kills them, so. Yeah, we take those. Let me see if I can. Ooh. You should have waited for my W, I think. It's okay. No, Udyr! Alright, let me just shove this in. So, Rogue can run by Thresh to set that up. So I guess he died bot lane, and he realized his MF just killed both and decided to run top. I don't think it's happening. He's just back. I think I could just face tank Garen. Me him with my 4-shot. Look how fast I am, by the way. Actually, you probably can't even see. 456 move speed when I trigger the passive. Dang, he didn't move. I thought he was going to juke back up. Is what it is. Trimmer main, pulling Jhin. You get what you get, guys. Anyways, I'm 44. I'm literally double CS right now. I'm putting a lot of pressure on him. Especially since it's a Kayn jungle. It's not like something that's just going to instantly run me down. I can actually kite this, too. Okay, so I got enough for my Gale Force, which... Honestly, Gale Force is probably going to be the counter to a Stridebreaker if I think his Stridebreaker will enable him to all-in. Plus, it'll allow me to chase him down a little bit, too. Allow me to play a little bit more aggressive. Especially since he has to build... He's got Tabbies, and he's got to build Bramble. Just to try to survive against me. Before he even goes to Stridebreaker, so he has to spend an extra 800 gold before his Mythic. And I'm just so far ahead of him in terms of gold because of the plates, the kills, and the huge CS gap. And this is something not just Jhin, but like pretty much any ranged top laner can do to something like Garen. He just ulted me. I could have just used Gale Force, but I would take those. Yeah, I'll drop a pink ward for my boy Eater, just so we can keep vision. So I'm actually going to be in Florida for the next 10 days. So if you guys watch my Twitch stream and are wondering, hey, where's the Twitch stream? I will be streaming Monday, and I will be streaming at a LAN cafe called Digital Battlegrounds in Orlando. I'm going to be streaming from that location. I went and actually talked to the owner, and he's actually a really cool guy. He's going to allow me to get my stream set up there. So my next stream would be Monday, if you guys are curious. It's at twitch.tv/fox12 if you're new to the channel. And I'm going to be continuing, I'm doing a LAN climb, which just because you get freaking insane ping to the LAN server from Florida. I'm doing a LAN climb, and I'm going to be playing mid-trimmer. I probably should be setting up more traps. Just at places where I think Kane might come in. I'll set his turret. You see how I'm able to just keep my distance the entire time against Garen? There's not much you can do to like set up an all-in against me. Actually, it was a 4th bounce Q. That's a lot of damage. He wasn't expecting the Gale Force, a 4-shot burst. So I knew his W was down, which is why I knew I could go for the all-in. And I'm actually going to get a first blood turret, unless the Kane stops us. So even as top lane Jhin, we can get freaking fed up here. So 8 seconds on him. I don't have Gale Force, but I do have both sums to try to get away from Kane if he does come up top. So I'm still feeling pretty safe. In fact, I can probably just kite him. That's the power of... Oh, shit. Okay, we got level 6 Morgana. I mean, since I'm playing solo lane Jhin, I'm not under-leveled like your normal Jhin would be. Okay. Let's see. I can use my ultimate if my team's able to catch up, but I think I'll just back. So, let's go Collector. That's going to give me a lot of lethality. It's going to give me that bonus crit chance so I can activate my passive more. Get that extra move speed. Let me walk. Dang. Karma Udi are OP. And walk and try to cover mid. Since Karma roamed up top lane, R is just shoving it in. I don't think I realized how fed I am. I actually just 2-tapped her. Yeah, Fed Jhin just does a lot against squishies, just actually. So even though I laned against a tank, I can still kind of like abuse the tank top laner in terms of his early game until he gets tanky enough to where he can kind of ignore my autos. But then I could just kind of one-shot the rest of the squishy team. I mean, look at this. I have 351 AD at 15 minutes. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, let me head bottom. Okay. So, I mean, just because I'm, like, if you play an ADC in the bot lane, you're going to be this MF. You're going to be level 10. I mean, even though the MF's 3-0, I mean, I'm able to get a lot more for myself top lane, which is why you see a bunch of stuff like Lucian top. I think the Koreans are not even bringing Tristana into top lane, from what I've seen from Korean solo queue. So I'll make sure to do a video about that too, because Tristana top is... So, Jhin top can kite pretty well or whatever, but Tristana top is actually just ridiculous at all-winning. And can be even good against stuff like Riven top lane, or even some of the strongest, like, dueling top laners. Just because the burst and the all-in potential they can give. I trigger a passive. I do have Swifties. Okay, let's go for a dragon. So we're actually getting a pretty early inhib, which can be bad. So if you get this early inhib, that basically means I need to end this game within the next 5 minutes, or at least set up enough objectives, like getting the dragon, the Baron that spawns at 20 minutes while the inhib's down, or the inhib is actually going to be bad to take. So the reason for that is because now super minions are going to spawn for my team, which is going to automatically shove this wave in. So if my minions are killing the enemy wave, that's minions that me and my teammates aren't getting. So it's just wasted gold, whereas the enemy team gets to farm super minion waves that crash in. So they end up getting a lot more gold and experience. So the benefit of taking down the inhib, even this early, is that you do get basically a priority on every single objective, especially since we got the mid inhib as the strongest inhib to take for something like Dragon. The bot inhib is actually better if you want to force just Baron, just because it's the furthest away from the Baron buff. So I'm actually pretty fed. I should have a blue trinket just because my range is far enough. Actually, I need to watch out for this Garen. I was hoping I could just snipe the Morgana. Ow. Oh, my God, I went back out. Oh no. Oh my God, look at the range that my rapid fire gives. That's just ridiculous. So I one-shot the Ahri from half HP. Just a single auto attack. Wasn't even my 4-shot, which my 4-shot obviously gets a lot. It deals an additional 25% missing health damage. So I'm about to add a BF sword on top of this. I have 483 attack damage. We sent the Rift down mid. A little bit interesting. Let's try to do Baron. Alright, you walk up. Hit the plant just for a extra vision all the way to pink. So sometimes hitting the plant would be bad because it signifies that, like, hey, we're going to be at least clearing the vision on Baron. So maybe, because you can see that in the minimap, even in the Fog of War, the enemy team might know that we're on Baron. Honestly, I'm kind of down to fight. Even if they try to contest this, I kind of want them to contest. Ooh, I only did 730. I thought I'd be able to burst it for a little bit more. Jhin is really good around objectives because of his ability to kind of like get that extra burst damage, especially with the 4-shot. I mean, we both have Gale Force, right? Let's see if I can't just, odds I can hit this guy. Okay. Got a splash. Okay, so I'm going to set my rapid fire proc for big burst of damage, if I can. That was just one combo there, just completely one-shot the Morgana from, what, 80% HP? What, 2,000 damage there on that single auto attack? Jhin, when he's fed, is just ridiculous. I think that was through his Immortal Shield, though. Wait, the Kayn just kind of killed my team, though. Is that an unofficial penta? Yeah, we take those. Alright, guys, let me know what you think of this Jhin build down in the comments down below. Almost died. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe on the channel. Also, make sure to check out my mod LANER, who is gracious enough to let me stay at his place and record at least for a single day these videos, so make sure to check him out. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.